and then I'll tell you how many suggestions we got, and then you just pick a number.
Mm.
And then yeah, you just pick a number, and then we go.
I like that. It gives me the illusion of control for a second.
Right. And then let's see, 10 minutes. What time is it there? Like 11? 11?
Yeah, just past 11, yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for staying up for this.
My entire sort of body clock has become unstuck in time since self-quarantine impacted me. Like, if I can't go out, there's not a lot of, like, repeatable daily time things. Like,
Yeah.
improv shows are, like, the only thing that binds me to a time now. So, if anything, this is helpful. It's, like, helping me anchor myself in GMT.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's like, oh, it's that one thing that keeps us constant.
Yeah.
We have, ooh, my friend, we have 11. So pick a number between 1 and 11.
I want 7.
7?
A lucky number. Lucky for some, yeah, 7.
Well, let's see. It comes to us from, I think you would know, Marie Perez.
Jason's mother, yes.
Yes, Jason's mom. And it's...
I mean, I did a big assumption there, but I think it was a safe assumption.
No, it's the same one. Worst county fair ever.
Worst comedy fair ever.
Whew. Hey.
They are brutal out there.
Yeah. I could barely make it back here.
You know what? I offered that I would like compare this night because like it's for the Red Cross, you know, it's a charity night.
Right.
These are students doing their first ever like stand-up gigs, and they are brutal.
I mean, they are not holding back. That's the problem. They're not holding back out there. And it's a lot of it, I'll be honest, it's like physically accurate, the insults, but it doesn't hurt any less.
No. They had my cue the second I walked on stage. They're like, hey, is this guy prepping for a doomsday that's not happening yet?
Right? Like, they, in one way, you got to respect them. In one way, because they just say what's on their mind. But in another way, it's like, oh man, I can't believe I got to go back out there.
I mean, I'm used to it. I've done gigs, but it's like the kids that I'm like concerned for. Like, this is their first experience of a gig. This is more brutal than the Laugh Factory, and that can be brutal on a Saturday night.
Yeah. I mean, this is we're just set up to fail. I mean, first off, it's outside. Like, who has you doing any sort of comedy outside? They can't hear. Second off, the mics are shorting out, and it's raining. It's slightly raining, so it's like it's a recipe for disaster right now.
I tried to talk to them. I said, don't put us on a stage ring-fenced about 20 meters away from the audience.
Yeah.
We want to be right with the audience, but these like school guys, they some kind of health and safety thing. They don't want us too close.
Oh, I don't even know. Like, part of me just wants to throw my act out and just go out there and just stand there until my time's up and come back. Like, not even try.
I mean, you are the big headliner here.
Right.
Like, if you're saying that to me, I'll be honest, I'm thinking about just like walking off. Okay, I'm not going to get paid, but there's got to be a certain level where the abuse we are receiving is not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I signed up because I needed the money, right? And I wanted to do it. But it's every 15 minutes to go out there and do 7 minutes. Like, that seems just like a very tough schedule. And you got 2 minutes. I mean, you have even less time out there.
I don't have any time to like get on the same level as them, which I can, by the way, because I don't know if you know about like this university, but this is the rich kids' university.
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, this is Bristol University. This is kind of like, if your parents have money, but you're not that smart, you'll end up here. So they're pretty entitled. we're not going to be able to challenge them in terms of status because they've got it all sorted. They don't realize that what we're doing is like our job. Like
Right.
we get paid for this. This
Right.
is just like a little moment of fun. I can't believe they went on to my Instagram mid-show.
Right. I mean, I checked, once I got off stage, I checked my phone and Instagram, Twitter, that's all, it's trending right now. I mean, in one way I'm happy because we're trending and I've always wanted to trend, but like, it's not a good trend.
No. They are posting it onto places like Kiwi Farms. I got a text from my mum saying that they had tried to swap my parents. They had called the police, said that there was a gunman in that house. And now, my parents are old, and the local police know them, so they know that's not real, but that is dangerous.
You would think, we're just trying to do some good and bring some laughs to some people, and you would think that they would be appreciative, even if it wasn't their, style. Even if they thought like, this isn't for me, you would think that they would say, oh, well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming. We know you're doing a great service for the Red Cross. Kudos, and leave it at that. I mean, they started in as soon as I stepped on stage.
No, you can't take that personally. Like, I know they're going after your religion, but you're making like very funny sort of religious observations. Like your set is not worth the criticism they're putting on you.
I mean, it's about time that the Catholic Church got taken down, and I think I have a very unique insight into that. And I'll be honest, I do some references to some very minor figures in the Bible, and so, but it's a part of this whole thing. I'm more of I'm a comic that really likes to look at it as a big view, and I like to take something from the moment I start, and then I use it and I weave it in and out. I'm a storyteller, and then at the end, it all comes together. But I stepped on stage, I got thrown right away.
Do you want a beer? Do you want a beer or something? Like
yeah.
They provide you a couple of beers.
Yeah.
I know it's not the most professional thing, but
at this point, I need something to calm my nerves. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
I mean, they said I looked like as if a man was trying to get older. They said I was in the middle of a growth spurt.
Nobody would choose to want to get older.
Right.
Like, it doesn't even make sense.
It makes no sense. But, like, for some reason, I was really affected by it. Like, that just threw me off my game. I was trying to figure out what it meant, but it had already done its job. It got me in my head.
Like, you're not an old guy. Like, you're not at all.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know, like 40, 45?
Oh, thank you. I'm 47, but like 45 is I mean, that's in the ballpark.
Well, I have no reason to lie to you. That should validate that they are just trying to be mean. And I'll tell you what, if I could be mean back, I would. But the Red Cross are like, they won't be able to take it. We made them cry. Wish we could. We're seasoned comics.
Right.
That kid in the front row with the red hair,
yeah, I
could eat him for breakfast if I wanted.
He is so small. He's a small human being. He's just a tiny person.
I can lift him up if I wanted to. I'm not going to. That would be like an assault. I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to, I could pick that guy up and throw him out the door.
I mean, but you're right. It's like that's going to get you in a lot more trouble.
Look, maybe we should I'm going to go after him a little bit. Like, okay, it might impact how much I'm getting paid, but there's a line. Like, there's a line where humanity has to be preserved. My humanity. I'm a person, okay?
I don't,
call me Zach Galifianakis because he's standing and just say, oh, that's funny. Okay, we've been for similar roles and he's got them all. I've never stood in for him, okay?
Yeah. I mean, you've got the power. You've got a microphone. I mean, it works intermittently. You've got a stage, like you're taller. You're higher up than they are. And they're watching you. You're not watching them. So I say, like, now's the time to go at them. And don't hold back. That's the other thing. I think you'll be in more trouble if you hold back than if you just go right at them. I mean,
You're,
I'm going to go right out. And I'm going to establish that's my plan for my next set is I want to go out and I want to establish some ground rules. So the first like 4 or 5 minutes, I want to just talk about what the arrangement is between the audience and myself. And that's going to eat up a chunk of that time.
you're right, man. Like, what are we doing? We're men in our 40s getting bullied by bloody college heads. What are we doing? No, I'm going to climb over the barrier. I'm going to go right in their face.
Yes.
I'm going to let them have it.
Yeah. I mean, they sit there and they started comparing us to other events happening at the Spare. And that's not, I mean, pun intended, that's not fair. It's not fair that they're comparing us to where they judge the cattle, that they're comparing us to the pie eating contest. Like, first off, we are so much more entertaining than the pie eating contest. I don't care what anybody says.
100%. Are you kidding me? Just watching a guy eat 20 pies?
Thank you.
What kind of work did he do for that? Did he stay up all night writing new material? He didn't.
Maybe you should go back to, like, you know, your greatest hits. Maybe get out there and once you lay into them, then first punch, lay into them. And then your second punch, you know, do a cross with your greatest hits. And just do the punchlines. Don't do any setups. Just hit them with punchlines. They don't deserve the whole joke. Just give them just the punchlines.
They went after my parents, man. They tried to have my parents murdered. I mean, I'm almost a coward if I don't do something back to them.
I mean, they're testing. Maybe, you know what? Not only are they testing you, God's testing you.
You're right.
This is
a challenge. This is like Job. This is like Noah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, you are in the belly of the whale, my friend, and the whale is that county fair out there. What are you going to do?
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to find their parents' information, and I'm going to get their parents swatted.
Yes.
That's it. I'm going to go up to that little redhead. I'm going to let him know that I have successfully made put his parents in a life-altering situation.
Yes.
At minimum.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got to take this power back.
You sure you're cool with that? Because you're on after me. Like, I'm comparing.
Oh, after you go after him, I'm going to double down on that guy. I'm going to double down. I'm going to hit him, and I'm going to hit everybody else. I like your idea of getting all the information of who their parents are and then going after the parents. That's smart. You're smart.
Blood on blood. Like, they go after my parents.
Yeah.
I go after their parents. Have you ever seen The Untouchables?
It's the Chicago way.
Exactly. They pick my parents in the hospital. I put their parents in the morgue.
Right. That's the stand-up way.
Thank you. I'd like to see those bloody smug pie-eating motherfuckers do something like this. I'd love to see them try and deal with a crowd like this.
Now, the problem is we don't have control of the lights. And when people are there and they think they can't be seen, they think they're anonymous, then they're not afraid to say anything. So we got to control it.
I mean, I tried to talk to the organizer beforehand. I was like, look, this is set up with fluorescent lights like a meeting. This won't work.
It's just bad.
You know what I said? You know what happened when I said that?
What?
That smug pie eating guy came up and was like, well, I'm a professional. I'll deal with it.
Oh, man. He's the worst. He's going down. I'm not even going after the crowd. I'm going after him. I'm going to walk right off that stage. I'm going to walk on the stage first. Then I'm walking off the stage. Then I'm going to right where he is, and I'm going to do my set right in front of him. No setup, all punchlines, 10 minutes.
I can't believe that guy is eating pies the entire day.
All day.
It's not even a speed thing. He's just eating pies for like 2 hours.
It's impressive. I got to give him that.
I mean, the amount of variety he's going apple, he's going like meat. He is impressive on some level. But just the smugness and arrogance, he has never in his life tried to rouse together a Wednesday night crowd in the middle of like Idaho and like being relatable about something truthful in their lives.
Yep. Yeah, it's all, you know what? All those competitive eaters, They think they're better than every other entertainer. They think they're the top entertainers in the world, those competitive eaters. Can't stand them.
Once that Man versus Food show got out there, they were like,
everybody wanted to do it. Well, looks like you're on, man.
I'm going to do this. You got my back. I'm going to go out there and go after this guy's kids.
Yes.
Not this guy's kids. This guy. If he has kids, I go after his kids.
That's the first one you go after. That's the first one you go after. Go after his kids. See if he's got kids. The band, go after him.
If this guy has kids and he's like, I'm going to get 17 years old, I'm going after his kids.
Yes.
I'm going after his kids. I'm going after his parents. You know why? That's the Chicago way.
That's the Chicago way. Scene. Dude, I love the Untouchables.
I'm a real big fan. I'm a fan of Sean Connery for obvious reasons. But Kevin Costner, he's great.
Oh, that was so much fun playing with you, man.
Yeah, I really loved it.
Oh, I love your style, and I love your intensity in those moments. And then the thought of like these guys going after the audience.
It really tickled me that these are like, I mean, a little bit into it when I was like, these guys are stand-ups. Why are they allowing kids to bully them? This idea of these stand-ups being like, oh no, like they must have dealt with a worse crowd than this.
This is this is the worst ever. And I was trying to think of like what would be physical, like they were having physical takedowns, like these accurate statements of like physically what's wrong with these two stand-ups. God, that's fun.
That is super fun whenever there's the opportunity in the scene to like make yourself look bad. It's like, this is just an opportunity to compare myself to like somebody that I look like. Great. I'm almost doing stand-up, which is not a great idea in improv, but it's fun sometimes.
No, I like that. I like making myself look like a fool more than making my scene partner look like the fool for sure.
Agreed. But you're like, they're all loving these food eaters, these pie eaters. That was fun. The second you said that, I just was like, they would be smug, these hot dog eating guys.
I just love the thought of a guy just like by himself with a sign, eating pies, and then like sitting there the whole day just chowing down pies of all sorts.
Yeah, I really wanted to, at the start of it, be, I hate this guy, but towards the end, you made the observation that is impressive. To be eating pies all day, I would watch that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, at first I didn't think he could do it, but he had the consistency and he could do it. It was very impressive.
I mean, I can barely have 2 pies. Like, if you challenge me, I could have 2 pies. I couldn't have 2 hours of pies. I might die. I mean, I would die.
What do you think is the food you could eat the most of if like you had to? If someone goes, all right, you gotta eat one food and maybe you just like earn, I don't know, 10 billion pounds. What would be the food that you're pretty confident you could eat the most of?
I mean, like, there's a real challenge between like what you would like to have and what would just be like the formality of doing it would be like just getting it done. I mean, my instinct immediately was to say mashed potatoes, but I'm a little bit skeptical because I like mashed potatoes. I want to think of something that would be like less pleasant, but like more easy to do.
Yeah.
I guess like chips, like that's a kind of an easy answer. Seems easy. The American chips.
Oh, potatoes.
I'm speaking in American right now. Yeah.
Good move. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could put away a lot of grapes.
Grapes is a good call. Like
grapes would be a lot, but I wonder. I think I could put away. I mean, I've definitely put away a couple of bags of American chips in a sitting, like a couple big like bags.
Maybe I could have like a large amount of tuna.
Oh, I guess part of it is what's gonna haunt you in a few hours or the next day.
Yeah, that's like the challenge. I mean, like I could have like dry rice, but it would make me explode immediately.
Your stomach would explode.
It would just explode. It would be like the urban legend of pigeons being
Yeah,
fed
yeah.
rice.
Well, isn't that
It would be
why
a bad
they
one.
don't throw rice now at weddings? Isn't that the reason why? Like
I
supposedly.
heard that, but I just can't believe it's true because it's such a sad thing if it's true.
Oh my
Because
god.
it must have happened. Somebody must have had to go through the process of being like, well, this CSI type thing, like, well, he was at a wedding last week. Must be that these pigeons at weddings are eating rice.
Yeah, people are like they're throwing bird seed.
And the pigeons aren't happy about it. They're like, what's going on? I like rice.
We came here for the rice, motherfuckers. Why aren't you throw us the rice?
Bird seeds and get it every day. Easy. Rice. Nobody's getting me rice.
This is supposed to be a celebration day today for us too.
I don't care if they'll die. Give me rice. I'll never get to have it in any other context. I'm a bird. I'm going to be dead in a year anyway.
How did you get involved doing improv?
I guess I did like a lot of sketch writing initially.
Yeah.
And then I noticed like a lot of people that I really like the style of, like had done improv in the past. I was like, oh, I'll try that out. And I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Oh, well, it was super fun. We got a chance to play together in a show last week, I think, with Jason.
Yeah. Jason was on earlier, right?
Yeah. He was on earlier today, and his mom commented. It was so sweet. She's like, "Oh, I really like that," to the Facebook posting, which I really loved. I was like, "Oh, what a great mom."
I mean, it's the nicest part of our Tuesday show, knowing that Jason's mum will be in the comments.
Where can people find you? Like, talk about that Tuesday show, and then if they want to reach out to you, like on social media, or they want to follow some of your shows, like, how can they do that?
Sure. I do a show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. British summertime. I don't know what that is in American time. I'm sure it's something reasonable.
I think it's like 11 a.m. LA. LA's like 8 hours behind.
That seems real. Hey, if you want to just wake up and watch an improv show, it's happening. Couch improv. We get an audience to like put songs into a Spotify playlist, listen to a song, do some scenes off it. It's fun. My social media is my Twitter is Liebot, Liebot, and my Herald team, Jazz Police, have a Twitter and Facebook account. And I can't wait to perform with those guys on a stage at some point in the next 5 years when stages open up.
Right? Man, I'm saying 2020 is a wash for theater. I don't think
that's very likely, Trevor. Yeah. I mean, they cancelled. You may be aware of like the Edinburgh Fringe, that is cancelled. Yeah, it's like a big theatrical thing in August. They aren't even like considering that right now. That's over. Then like September's probably out too.
Well, Noah and the folks at the Barcelona Festival, which would have been November, they canceled that festival. So I think a lot of people are just the thought of like, how are we going to put 250 people in a theater and have 16 20 people in a class situation. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Jason really lucked out because he had his Edinburgh International Improv Festival like the week that it was happening.
Yes.
I say lucked out. It means he didn't have to cancel it. I don't know if it was necessarily lucky that he held a international festival as coronavirus was breaking, but he got in under the wire and presumably has given himself the best opportunity for being able to host it next year by being literally a year beforehand.
Right. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. It was fun.
Well, so much fun, my friend. I can't wait to play with you again. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
You too, Jay. That was really fun.
All right. Bye, buddy.
Bye.